Hey, good morning, everybody. Danny Shea, yes, in his bathrobe. Somebody asked me, they go, "Why are you in a bathrobe?" And I thought, "'Cause that's the name of my channel." Hmm. So I have to change the name of my channel and I have to get dressed up. Ah, So, I mean, the reason for some of you guys who haven't been with me for a long time, the reason it's the Bathrobe Tarot is because I opened the channel during COVID and it was all this lockdown stuff and we weren't going anywhere. So a friend of mine gave me a bathrobe for taking care of his quadrupeds for a week. And so I said, in honor of him, bathrobe. And I kind of like it. So there it is. All right, let's take a look at the week ahead. I also want to look at Liz Cheney. She is back in the news. Well, I don't think she ever left, but she's back in the news with saying that if Trump gets nominated, that she was not going to be a Republican anymore. And I'm thinking, well, what the hell took you so long? I mean, just me saying, it's, I love the fact where they say, I love his policies. I just don't like him. I just wish it, you got to take the whole package together. And I hear you guys. I know. Anyway, so I just want to look at her if she's going to just kind of reach out there a little bit, because I was reading an article where it said, she lost by a landslide, so all the MAGA guys are going, she's a nobody, she's a Cheney, so she ain't a nobody, but she did get 30% of the Republican vote in Wyoming. So if she gets 30% of the national vote, if she pulls some independents, okay then. Now, that would disrupt the whole Republican side of it. So anyway, I just want to look at that. And I hear you guys, yeah, keep the comments civil. I get it. Not the politician, not my values at all. A step up, maybe I don't know. But nonetheless, we're going to look at that. Also, I want to look at the DeSantis stunt. I don't think he's going to get in. I think he's going to get a slap on the wrist, except he used taxpayers' money. Now, I know Lori, way of the positive change, I bet you she would like Florida to pay her to go to Martha's Vineyard. I would. I'm not in Florida, so I know he's not going to send me, but wouldn't that be cool? We're gonna pay for a private jet to take you to Martha's Vineyard. Cool. I think that may get him in trouble. So let's look at that. Anyway, let's look at the week ahead, and I think I will look at Florida, the hurricanes coming out, and just see how the intensity, how bad it's going to be. It's going to be bad. All hurricanes are. Really, really, really listen and prepare. Don't take this for granted. Do not take it for granted. What's the worst that can happen if you take it for granted? Okay, well then you're maybe it's the other way around. What's the worst that can happen if you do take this seriously? You have some extra water, extra toilet paper. All right, enough of that. Let's go with the week ahead. When I split the cards, right, get ready to shuffle, I got love and success. I love success. When I pulled the love card, I immediately thought of making sure that we love ourselves, because I also got anger as I'm doing it right now. So again, it's that seesaw motion that I talked about on Sunday. We got to find a balance a little bit. And a lot of it is just finding the love. And you're not going to find it on the news. Did you see that Tucker Carlson slapped Fetterman, saying that his tattoos were fake? And Carlson also went to the Hells Angels, the leader of the Hells Angels funeral. All right. That is wrong in so many ways. Number one, Tucker Carlson, that whiny little fill in the blank, is talking to the Hells Angels. Why would they even want him there? His blue jeans, are way too high up on his waist. Just saying. Probably has a Harley. Anyway, Carlson made fun of Fetterman, and Fetterman just slapped him. Goes, yeah, these tattoos, yeah, they're birth dates for when people were killed under my mayoral watch through violent crimes, through gun violence. It's a tribute to them. So, okay, week ahead. Sorry, we gotta clear that energy. Clear it. Yuck. All right, what is going on? Week ahead. Week ahead. What can we expect the week ahead? Illuminate. Ooh, that was bright. Illumination. Can't even see the card. Illumination. Illumination. Love. Nice. Thank you. Thank you. And again, I'm feeling it's taking care of ourselves. I'm feeling this is a self-love. Be good to yourself. Peace. Oh my gosh. I may need to read on that peace card separately. Magic. For those who watched the Sunday with Spirit, wasn't this the focal card? Growth. Cool. I was going, how come there's no like darker cards energy? It's all like illumination, love, peace, magic, growth, frustration. Be careful what you think, because that goes out there, right? So I'm thinking, where are the negative cards? Boom, negative card comes up. Is this telling me to turn the camera off? I don't know. Rest. So let's just pull this down. This is 7 days, but it's not so much the 7 days as it is just the week ahead. Illumination, love, peace, magic, growth, frustration, rest. So as we're stringing this all together, as we're getting more and more information out, we have the J6 coming up on Wednesday, another hearing. It's going to bring illumination. It will maybe give us some magic. I think it's also going to give us some frustration, and I think that we are going to need to take a break from this illumination. But with this week, we do get to grow. We do get frustration. Growing spurts, they hurt, right? When I was a kid, well, I didn't grow that much. But well, I had a friend who's like, when he was 9 years old, he was like 6'2". And he would always go, man, I hurt. My bones hurt. Yeah, it's the growth spurts that cause some pain, that cause some frustration. So just take a break and allow the growth to happen. It'll be there. And so I want to read on, I'm going to pull this up. I'm going to read on this, this peace and magic for this week. Let's see where that's going, because see if I can get an idea. Whoops, where'd my magic card go? There it is. Peace and magic. Is that Ukraine? Wouldn't that be great? A little magic. Poof. Done. I did get some readers' questions that just popped into my head right now, and I will try to read on those tomorrow. So if you have any questions and you want to throw something in there, I will try to get to them. The other thing, I was thinking about, my wife brought this up. Pootie is like throwing people out of windows and pushing them downstairs. And my wife goes, well, what about Ivana? Ivana? Is that the name? The one that fell down the stairs? And I went, oh. So I'm going to try to remember to read on that tomorrow too. That's that cheerful subject. Anyway, peace, maybe I won't. Peace and magic. What is this peace and magic about? What is this peace and magic about for this week? Can you give us a sense of what this peace and magic is about? I'm going to do 6 cards. The Tower. And I guess I'm reading these reversed because they're all mixed up. The Tower reversed. So, is that Ukraine? The Tower? The destruction? The buildings falling? It's reversed. So, we are now into the rebuild, the growth cycle. It's a transition card, and it's flipped upside down. So, Russia, the Empress. I know some people go, why do you always say Russia with the Empress card? I don't always say it, but I do say it a lot, Mother Russia. And also the 3 of Pentacles, which is dark money, which is coming from Russia. That is another Russian card too. So when you guys are reading tarot and doing some intuitive stuff with tarot, when you set up a card and you assign it to a meaning, then that, when it pops up, that's the meaning. So it's important to sit and meditate with your cards and to see what you get from them. So I get Russia. The Tower, Empress, at the bottom of the reading. Wow, new journey. The Fool. And in the past, the Ace of Cups. So let me drop this down. Can you see? Yeah. So the Ace of Cups in the past, as it relates to this, Ukraine and Russia. So I see the two doves of peace here. This is my fountain deck. They're drinking out of one cup. Ukraine and Russia, the families are the same. They're the same. A lot of them have the same lineage. Let me put it that way. I don't know the whole story about Ukraine that much, but this calming energy of Russia and Ukraine, families on both sides, they're drinking out of the same cup, and this is a new beginning. So they're going towards a new beginning. The foundation of the reading is all about taking that leap of faith and starting something new from this Tower. At the top of the reading, it is dark. This is the Hermit card. This is shining light. This is on an issue, on a problem. But it is dark. It's not this at the top of the reading where you go, woohoo! It's like, oh, do we even want to look at what this flashlight is shining? And look at, it's a mess. It is a mess. Well, yeah. And in the potential near future, sadness. If I may, this is where we're going with this. Peace and magic. So, it's hard. It's hard. These two cards, really hard. These cards give us hope. The Tower reversed is, as I said, this situation is changing. That we are going to be rebuilding soon. It's being challenged by Russia. There's new energy coming. There's new energy that wants to come. However, the sadness, the atrocities that are being illuminated with this Hermit card are really, the Five of Cups is all about sadness. So just two dark energies. We need to remember, though, as hard as it is to look behind us, there's two full cups. These three cups, yeah, they're broken, they're spilled. And a lot of times I call this card crying over spilled milk. This isn't spilled milk. But it's important to know that there is hope, and maybe this is peace and magic. The two cups that are standing, that are upright in the potential near future, maybe those are the peace and magic. So with this peace and magic, take some time out of your day, and you can pause this video. You can shut it down right now to do this, and put a bubble around Ukraine. Put a bubble around the young men and women on both sides who don't have a choice. We're getting caught up in this. and are doing the best they can in just a horrible situation. So just send them some love, send them some peace, send them some magic. Okay, let's move on. Let's take a look at Florida. So I am going to be using, again, my fountain deck. This is one of my first decks that I've got that was not a traditional deck. And I find that the energy for this deck, it's sharp, it's angly. There's not much softness to it. Like my Los Garibo deck, it's kind of soft, except for the King and Queen of Swords where they cut somebody's head off. And they're holding it up. Ooh, for entertainment purposes only, I forgot to say. Oh, also, speaking of for entertainment purposes only, I keep forgetting to check the held for review comments, and YouTube blocks a lot of people. All my fans only comments that y'all send me, they get blocked. Sorry. So I don't look at the fans only comments. Well, the comments that have links to fans only, because it gets blocked by YouTube. So I don't know. They're artificial intelligence that's listening for entertainment purposes only. That's why we say it, so they don't take it seriously and decide to pull a video. That has happened recently. So that's one of the reasons why we say for entertainment purposes only, so we can keep our videos up. Should have said it more, but I didn't. Okay, here we go. Florida. So Florida gets hammered with hurricanes all the time. If we were one of those alternative groups, letter groups like that letter, we would say, oh, it's because of the evilness in Florida with its leader. That's what they would say, right? But it isn't. It's a hurricane that always hits Florida. I don't know why I went there. Something matter with me. Where's that peace and love card again? That was horrible. Anyway, the hurricanes, they're going to hit Florida. We have bad weather all the time. Be as prepared as you can. Don't think it's not going to hit you. Hurricanes do that. Serpentine. So you think you're clear, and it can take a sharp right. It can take a sharp left. Be prepared. Have extra. It isn't going to hurt if you have extra. Okay. How big? So let's do it in 3 sections. Hi, baby. Looking at a little hummingbird out my window. Okay. 3 cards. How big is it going to be? Just all over Florida. How destructive is this going to be? I looked at the water temperature in the Gulf, and it didn't seem that hot. I didn't really dig into it, but it didn't seem that it was that warm. So hopefully it won't go into a Cat 5, but I think it's going to be a Cat 4 just outside of Florida, which is huge. Any hurricane's huge. How big is the hurricane in strength? Wow. Okay, 3 cards came up. Well, 2 cards popped out. I pulled 1. Loss. Five of Pentacles. It's going to cost a lot. Five of Pentacles is utter devastation. Right? Stay. You're going to be in shelters. You're going to have to go into shelters, Florida. Nine of Pentacles. Again, a lot of money. You're going to have to use your money wisely. Spend it wisely. Don't manage what you're getting. And I feel like when I said that there's going to be limited resources, don't wait. It may be too late. I don't know. And if they tell you to go, run. You got the Chariot card here. And when I looked at this, in this deck, those horses are going in different directions. So remember when I said that hurricane can just make a right turn real quick? It could make a right. It's wobbly. I think it's going to be just really wobbly. Don't listen to me, though. Pretend like it's going to hit you or get real close to you. So take precautions. Take precautions. I was asking my wife, if we were in that situation, because we don't use bottled water, and I see everybody carrying bottled waters. I have the stainless steel water, and I said, what would we do? Would we go out and buy plastic? Because I hate doing that. Or would we just fill up all our bathtubs, fill up anything we could? And she said, well, we'd do both. And I go, yeah, I guess. So I hate plastic. Hate it. So, all right, let's look at real quick. I keep saying that. And it's never real quick. I don't know why I keep saying that. I don't know why I'm talking to myself. Let's look at the northern part of Florida, the Panhandle, Alabama. When it hits up there, if it hits up there, it's so big, it's impacting a lot. 3 cards. Okay. I think they're going to be okay as far as our hurricane going up Florida, as okay as you can be with a hurricane. Water, balance. Water with the Queen of Cups, a lot of water cards. And there's going to be some people that are going to need to move. So, major Florida, you got the Chariot. Northern Florida, you got the Fool card. Don't be foolish also. But there is, the Queen of Cups is calm and comforting, but there's a surprise in the cups, so be careful. And then you've got Temperance, balancing things out. So is it going to be hugely bad for the Panhandle? There's going to be a lot of water. You may need to leave. Didn't see anything falling. I didn't see any wind event, There will be in the cards, I meant. In the cards. Okay. Central. This is the Tampa area. Because they said that it may hit Central. Ooh. All right. Central, Tampa area, wherever that is. 5 of coins. A lot of loss. This is where I feel today's energy, it's going to hit. 5 of Cups. An emotional loss. I hope that's your water bottles in the back. And there's going to be a lot of confusion. A lot of confusion. If you're in the central part, Be really, really careful. Be really careful. When it's hard, I worked a couple of hurricanes. When the three hurricanes came, I worked for FEMA as a volunteer, and it, you didn't know what to do. I mean, I saw boats piled up 5 deep, 5 tall. The hurricane just put one boat on top of another, and these were big boats. These were 40-foot sport fishing boats, huge. And they just stacked them up like dominoes. And people were going, I was going, well, why didn't you move your boat? And I go, where are we going to move it to? You don't know. You move it to one place, it gets hammered. You move it, you don't move it, and it's safe. So, all right, let's look at Southern. I just got an image of just a lot of water, a lot of flooding in the southern part. So let's just look at the 3 cards. Shuffled. Southern is going to get hit too. Shuffle these cards. Going back to a simpler time, the 6 of Cups, and this feels like a little isolation bubble. And again, Queen of Cups. This is a water card. I think Miami's going to get hit. That southern part is going to get hit. Maybe harder than the front. Or maybe what I'm hearing is that people are just going to let their guard down in the South, and they shouldn't. So, scary to me. Bubble scary to me. It's like that somebody's hiding in a shelter, in a cocoon because of all the water. So be careful, Florida. That's all we're going to say. While we're in Florida, let's stick with DeSantis. Is that stunt sending people to migrants? Is that going to backfire on him? Is that going to backfire on him politically? I was watching Bill Maher, and he was going, it wasn't that bad for those immigrants. I went to Martha's Vineyard. Who wouldn't want to go there? I go, yeah, but they're kind of being lied to, and now they can't make their court-appointed required meetings. It's just, you don't lie to people and say, hey, we're going to do this for you, and then go, oh, surprise. Well, some people do, but you shouldn't. All right, is this going to backfire on DeSantis politically? You got some judges throwing out lawsuits. They're so slick in how they do things. Oh, I didn't really say anything, but he used taxpayer money. I think that may get him. And the other thing Bill Maher said that resonated with me a lot. I mean, we've always been trying to figure out this immigration thing. Both sides have, and nobody's been able to do it. But clearly, there are jobs that need to be filled that Americans don't want to do. So these immigrants that want to do the work, and they're good workers, they're not lazy like, I'm going to be good. I'm not going there. But why did my Missourian redneck hillbilly brother pop into my head? He's always going, I can't find anybody to work. I'm paying good money. They won't show up. Oh, no. Oh, no. Maybe they're at the dentist. Just saying. But these guys will show up. They will work. They do want to be here. And they're not all what has been reported. Yeah, there's some. There's some here too. So anyway, rant. Sorry. Is this going to hurt DeSantis politically? This is going to hurt DeSantis. I'm hearing yes. Maybe it's just because I'm hoping yes. There's a lot of noise around that yes, though. You know how sometimes you hear something really clear? There was like static around it. So I may just be hoping. Okay. DeSantis. Okay, that. Okay. He's trying to get his message out, but this was an extra burden on him that he didn't need. Yeah. All right, let me show you what I got because I had a little confusing. So this was a Knight of Wands, but when you look at this, he's carrying that wand. It's more of a burden. It's like, hey, this is going to be a good thing, but it's heavy. It's too heavy. It shouldn't be that heavy. He's got the Joe Biden card, the King of Cups, and here he's trying to find some solace, some protection against the emotional floodwaters that are coming in. And maybe this is going to be kind of put away because of the hurricane. Let's just focus on, is this going to be bad politically? Something new is going to come out that's going to kind of, there we go, shake his world a little bit. This is kind of like Thor, the King of Wands. It's like, there we go. It's like, boom, kind of shakes his core. And people are going to be coming together. People are going to be coming together and celebrating. The question was, is this going to hurt him politically? I want to know who that is coming together. Is it us? Hurt him politically, or is he going to win? Number one, normally this card is 3 women, and they are not. Florida is not for women. Where's this 3 of Cups? Is it for the Democrats? Is it for what's the other Chris? John Chris? DeSantis. I'm trying not to make names up, and that one just keeps coming out. Who is this? Who are they celebrating here? 3 of Cups. This is about steal, moving things that really don't belong to you. Again, listening to unexpected sources. I think that goes with this big boom card. And it's about the lovers. And when I get this, it's about, it's not really saying one thing or another. It didn't really give me a Democratic card, but where's the love in Florida with DeSantis? It's all about hate. So I'm thinking, yes, it is going to hurt him politically. He's very shrewd, though. He'll spin this. He'll, do whatever he can to turn it into his win, his celebration, as he is. But I think there's some big news coming up for him that is going to shake him up, and we're going to be celebrating. So I guess I'm saying I'm part of the women. Yes, I am. All right. Dang, my hair is really getting long. Pretty soon, locks for love or whatever that is. Where else are we going? Let's look at. I wanted to look at Liz Cheney just to see if she's going to be a Republican. Is she going to leave the Republican Party? That's interesting. Lizzie. Do you think anybody calls her Lizzie and lives another day? I think you can see her dad doing it. Lizzie. All right. Is she going to switch parties? Liz. For entertainment purposes only. She has not consulted me. Where's my phone? I hear it right now. Just thought I should read on David Dennison again. You know what that means, for those of you still here. Threatening. All right. Please. She is not done yet. Switch parties. So the Republican convention, you don't have a date for it yet. Last one was in August, I think, so it's probably going to be around August 2024. And it's going to be, is it Milwaukee? Up in Wisconsin. Nashville said, we don't want you. Liz. Come on, you've shuffled enough. Talk to me. Are you leaving the Republican Party? Oof. All right. 3 of Wands. Oh, that is so dang bright. Gotta figure out the lighting here one of these days. 3 of Wands. So this is interesting, this card. She's pulling two sides together in one rope, one braided rope. She's blending two sides into one. So is that some Republicans and independents coming together under? I got the 4 of Swords. This is rest. This is retreat. This is a little timeout. This could be sickness. This could be meditative to listen to the little birdie that's chirping in your ear. Listen to the intuition. So she hasn't decided this clearly. And she's got the Knight of Cups. So again, these 2 cards, this is her strategizing, thinking about it. And it's more than just a fancy thought. She's really like taking a hard look at this because she thinks that could happen where she can pull both sides in together. As I said before, she has 30%. She lost by 60 plus points, and she has 30% of Wyoming Republicans. So that would be huge in the national story. So she's listening to there's she's trying to balance this out. She's trying to tap into um, the higher powers and listen to her guidance. So is she? She doesn't know yet. All right. Okie dokie. Thank you all. Tomorrow, I do want to jump on tomorrow, and I am going to. I think I'm going to pull out some ET cards and read on the ETs over Ukraine. There are Ukrainian ETs. Let's just see what because they're just fun cards. Love them. And if you have any questions you want me to answer, just put them in the comments and I'll try to get to them. Alrighty? Okay. Thank you all for watching. Peace and love. Be good to each other.